Say his name and he appears.
This is a friendship that'll never ever end.
Greetings and welcome to Old School Watch Party Sundays. How's everybody doing out there this evening? Boy, we got a great show tonight. Kicking it off with some breaking news, of course. But I hope each and every one of you are doing and living well out there. Let me say thank you. I'm going to do this one right. Thank you to all the YouTube members that are out there supporting the channel. Thank you guys so much. And to thank you to Shelly and Wolfram for also supporting us over on Rumble. We are broadcasting live on Rumble, X, and YouTube this evening. This is the kickoff show, which I haven't updated yet, but I will. And we will, and we have a lot of news to cover on the kickoff show this evening. Yes, we have this show scheduled. We're going to be watching the documentary, first part of the documentary called Meet the Drug Lords, part of our drug cartel series. The Inside the Real Narcos. This is a great documentary. You're going to enjoy it. We're also going to watch Men in Tights, the comedy, slapstick comedy movie. So we're going to be here for a while, and we're going to be enjoying that over on Rumble and X later on after we get through with the kickoff show here. Now, on the kickoff show tonight, we have a breaking news special. Of course, you guys have probably heard at this point that there has been there was an attempted plot. There was a plot foiled that was going to attempt to assassinate Trump. The Secret Service foiled that before it was able to go down. So thank you, Secret Service, for being on top of that. And also, let's see. Also, we have already have the shooter's name. We already know who he is. It's going all around the internet, but I will tell you that right now, as of right now, his X account has been taken down. But I still have his X account up on my page. And oddly enough, this guy's gaining followers like you wouldn't believe. Like I think when I found his profile, it was at 2,800. He's up at like 32. How's this guy's 30? Someone follow my damn channel. All right. Anyways, so I still have all the posts up by Ryan Routh. Ryan gonna
like
go
mouth,
to jail for the rest of his life. Ryan gonna go to jail for the rest of his life. That's what his name is. He's a whack job, grifted into the Russia collusion hoax, evidently mind control victim. Ladies and gentlemen, information-based mind control via ideological subversion is real, as I posted on my my X account earlier. And actually, I think I posted that right before they took his account down because I went back to check it and it says this post is from a suspended account. So I reposted it and put it out there, hopefully to gain some more people to come in and listen to the show tonight here, even though the title is already kind of set. And I hope that they'll come in. If you want to get screen grabs of whatever you want from this guy, you'll have this recording to go to access whatever screen grabs you want, because I'm going to be pulling it up here in a minute. How's everybody doing out there? Hey, look at that. Hey, Kristen Fortunato, member for 1 month. Awesome. Thank you so much. Are you a recurring subscriber? I need to put you down here in the list here. So I'll make sure I do that. Thank you so much for being a subscriber for 1 month. You're awesome. Thank you. Jacob Peets, I see you. First things first. Wolfram, thank you for dropping these links. Remember to listen to the Wolf. He's in charge out there in the chat, and he wipes his paws, loops in house, and he is here. Thank you, Wolfram, for all that you do. I've already posted the links to the Rumble and X tonight. So when we make the jump off of YouTube for our feature presentations, you can follow us on over there. Jacob Peets, how you doing? Trump assassination 2, Electric Boogaloo. We certainly have a lot live, and we certainly live in interesting times. Yes, we do, my friend. And it's great to see you, by the way. And there is T-Rex Trucking and more. Well, another day, another story that I'll lead for like a week. Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you right now, this isn't the story that I would have picked, but we needed one to jump off the current narrative going on. So more about that later. As I kind of always keep my crowd based in the truth and based in reality as I possibly can in these weird times when everybody's out there just throwing information around without checking it out. So we do have some updates on that. I'm probably going to save that for the very tippy tip into this this kickoff show, and I'm going to and then I'm going to go follow that up with maybe a special on the topic itself, right? And I think it deserves at this point its own special program. So I'm going to do that. I've been talking to maybe a special guest to join me for that program. So I'm working on that, more on that later. Let's get to the breaking news. What everybody's here, besides for the main thing, here to hear about tonight. And yes, hi, Kristen. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody. And thank you to T-Rex Trucking and More for being a member for 13 months. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much, man. Wait, anybody else pop in here yet? Okay, cool. All right. So what I want to start with, though, is I want to go ahead and get us. Okay. If you haven't seen this yet, I'm going to play it a little fast. Play it. You know, we like to speed things up here because we're always on a time crunch for some reason.
Did you say hi to Evelyn?
Hi, Evelyn. Evelyn Cox. Where's she at? Oh, that's okay. That didn't show up. But okay, thank you. Hi, Evelyn. How you doing? Sorry I didn't see your chat. When I'm using.
Hi to everybody. I am here.
Yeah. By the way, T3's here. I came in here like a blaze of glory on fire, like, right? I'm just burning it down. By the way, this is T3. She does the show with me, and she's right there, guys.
Oh, you could bite me.
I bet.
Just do your thing. We're all good.
Well, there's no place better to eat up the news than here, Jacob Peets. Yeah, I'll make sure you stay informed. Just I don't know why you don't think that's true, but just come on here and you'll see. If you're not rewatching the shows on your own, because I've got all the base takes. I got all the information you want, my brother. Come on back, do what you got to do, but just make sure you have here. Hey, it's great to see you, Evelyn. There she is.
We missed you.
Yes, absolutely. I'm glad you're here tonight.
Yeah, Pete, I'm not trying to talk this show. This is his show. I don't even know why I'm here.
Stop it. Stop.
No, it's fine. I meant that in a good way.
In a good way. All right.
This is your wheelhouse, not mine.
Well, we have a breaking topic here. All right. We have a break. And Chili helped me gather some information, gave me a lot of the links. All right. Yes, you did. Look, I'm not going to fight about this. All right, let's go. I'm not going to do it. All right, here we go. See, I thought Shelly did the biting and the duo. Okay. $2 super chat, T-Rex Trucking and More. You're officially the sponsor right now. And yes, I guess so. Maybe. We'll see. I do better reading articles than the replies of you and anyone else's in the political spectrum is what it is. Gotcha. All right, brother. Anytime you want to pop in here, we always love to have you. All right. And thank you for the super chat, T-Rex Trucking and More. We really do appreciate it. Let me go ahead and pull this up and let's get rolling. If we go a little long on the kickoff show tonight, well, you know, it's a special occasion, but yeah, we got to cover this. It has to be covered. I just wish I could have had a smaller title tonight, so I could have fit the fact we're doing this in. But it is breaking news. I'm sure more will come out about this. Already a lot has come out about this. It's a simple open and shut case, right? Unlike the other one where there's a lot of mystery surrounding things, right? So this is like when it's open and shut, it's easy. So let's listen to what the press conference sounded like. And as you can see, YouTube screwing with me already. All right, let's go.
We're not going to go there, all right? So keep that in mind, and we'll be good. Because of this, we're not going to go there, all right?
Okay, it's not going to go there.
Keep that in mind.
You guys hear it?
So here we go. All right, 1:30 this afternoon. Call came out, shots fired. That was called in by the Secret Service. Because we're in constant contact with them all the time, we were notified of that, and we had units here that immediately sealed off the area. Fortunately, we were able to locate a witness that came to us and said, hey, I saw the guy running out of the bushes. He jumped into a black Nissan, and I took a picture of the vehicle and the tag, which was great. So we had that information. Our real-time crime center put it out to the license plate readers. And we were able to get a hit on that vehicle on I-95 as it was headed into Martin County. We got a hold of Martin County Sheriff's Office, alerted them, and they spotted the vehicle and pulled it over and detained the guy. After that, we took the the witness that witnessed the incident, flew him up there, and he identified as the person that he saw running out of the bushes that jumped into the car. Now, in the bushes where this guy was,
You can't miss
is
this guy.
a AK-47 style rifle with a scope, 2 backpacks which were hung on the fence that had ceramic tile in them, and a GoPro, which he was going to take pictures of. So those are being processed right now. The Secret Service agent that was on the course did a fantastic job. What they do is they have an agent that jumps 1 hole ahead of time to where the president was at. And he was able to spot this rifle barrel sticking out of the fence and immediately engage that individual, at which time the individual took off. So that's what we know about the investigation. We have somebody in custody right now that is a potential suspect. We got a little bit more work to do on it, but as we usually do, as soon as we decide that we're going to book him into the county jail and the charges that he's going to be booked into, we'll get those to you.
Hey, Beers, what's up, man?
And we'll get you his background. So now I'm going to turn it over to the representative of the Secret Service, and he's going to make a brief statement.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I first want to thank all of our law enforcement partners, to include the Palm Beach Sheriff's Office and the Martin County Sheriff's Office, for their involvement today. Former President Donald Trump is safe and unharmed following a protective incident shortly before 2 p.m. on Sunday at Trump International Golf Club at West Palm Beach. The U.S. Secret Service personnel opened fire on a gunman located near the property line, and this matter is under investigation. I'll turn it over to my partners over at the FBI.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jeffrey Deltry. I'm the special agent in charge of the FBI's Miami field office. The FBI has assumed the role as the lead federal law enforcement agency in the investigation of the incident that occurred earlier today at Trump International Golf Course here in West Palm Beach, Florida. We've deployed a number of resources, including investigative teams, crisis response team members, bomb technicians, and evidence response team members as well. What we need right now is for the public to avoid the area around the golf course. We will continue to support this investigation with the full resources of the FBI, alongside our partners with the United States Secret Service and the Palm Beach Sheriff's Office, as well as Martin County Sheriff's Office and state and local law enforcement. I would ask that if anyone has any information that may assist with this investigation, to contact our tip line at 1-800-CALL-FBI or at tips, that's TIPS, .fbi.gov. Thank you.
Anybody wants to register
Hi, I'm
IP
Dave
address
Ehrenberg,
there? Go
State
ahead.
Attorney for Palm Beach County. I want to thank Sheriff Bradshaw and our partners at the local, state, and federal levels. I'm here because our prosecutors are currently working up warrants and a motion for pretrial detention for the suspect. In that way, he will be kept in custody. But our filing of these warrants and charges at the state level does not preclude federal charges that could be coming. But in the meantime, it looks like the warrants and the pretrial detention motion will happen first. And again, I want to thank the cooperation we've had with our federal partners and at the local level. And thank you all for being here today.
Okay, we're going to make these pictures available to you. It'll show you a picture of the backpack and the rifle. And there's also a GoPro on the fence there where he was intent on filming what was going on. Even though we're going to have to secure a couple of areas around the golf course here, the public doesn't need to panic. We know that we got a post office, a library, and a school down the street. So we'll make it convenient for you to get to all the places you need to go, get your kids to school, get them over here to the post office or wherever else you need to go. It's safe. There's no more danger here, and we'll make it very convenient for you. So having said that, we're going to take a very limited amount of questions, and you can direct them to who you want to answer the question.
Sure. Did this individual make any statement that he was being detained?
No statement right now as far as his involvement in the incident, and there's further investigation to be completed.
What was his demeanor like?
Yeah, I'm not sure if maybe the first gentleman answered. I misunderstood. Couldn't understand. So there was a rifle. So one of your agents
Minto.
saw the golf course saw like pointing to a fence.
Cool gamer. What's up, guys?
So he saw that. The agent.
That is correct, yeah.
Hey, guys.
And the president or former president was on the course behind him. How close?
It was 1 or 2 holes behind.
Understood.
That because the bubble moves through the golf course, so our agents will get there first, clear it. He noticed that the rifle was pointed out. Our agents engaged. We are not sure right now if the individual was able to take a shot at our agents, but for sure our agents were able to engage with the subject. I don't know.
Let the Pearson.
Yep.
How far away was the president? How far away was Donald Trump when this gentleman was caught and stopped?
Probably between 300 and 500 yards, but with a rifle and a scope like that, that's not a long distance.
Hold on. Time out, guys. AK-47, is that what I'm hearing? With a scope? That's not a long distance? Okay, I'm Wolfram. Anybody, Memento, all the people I go to for this type of information. AK-47 short range, right? Short range military weapon, right? I mean, that's the go-to Soviet, I mean, Russian, that Vietnam weapon or whatever. And it's a go-to other side of the world weapon. We use M16 still. We still use M16. So I'm looking for you guys, my experts, to fill me in on this. But we were talking about this before the show. I mean, not necessarily what you want to use for a sniper rifle, right? I mean, these things are fully automatic, not semi-automatic, like a hunting rifle, right? Like the very legal and very depends on what AK variant it is. Okay. And AKs aren't. Can you buy these? These are illegal to own, right? You have to get these black market. Is that right? That's my impression of this. Anything fully automatic, you have to get. They're not legal to own. Let's see. No. It's exactly easy to mount a scope on an AK-47. It's more like an AK style. So what does that mean? A banana clip? Well, let's let them finish. We'll talk more about it. I'll look for your comments.
Secret Service, how far was your agent from the would-be assailant?
That I'm not sure right now. We're still looking into it.
Reports of the 4 rounds of ammunition were fired. All 4 of those from your agent?
That is correct. 4 to 6. We're not sure yet.
Was there a long distance? Explain why.
Yes.
Thank you.
And
Yes, ma'am.
I love WPF 25. I was wondering what how this was able to happen, and for future reference, is there any obscurity in the golf course?
I didn't hear all that. Say that one more time and talk up a little bit.
So how was this able to happen, and for future reference, is there any obscurity in the golf course?
Well, you got to understand the golf course is surrounded by shrubbery. So when somebody gets into the shrubbery, they're pretty much out of sight. All right. And at this level that he is at right now, he's not the city president. If he was, we would have had this entire golf course surrounded. Well, because he's not, security is limited to the areas that the Secret Service deems possible. So I would imagine that the next time he comes to the golf course, there'll probably be a little bit more people around the perimeter. But the Secret Service did exactly what they should have done. They provided exactly what the protection should have been, and their agent did a fantastic job.
Yeah, they really did. Bravo.
The layout of the golf course, you've got 3 holes, 5, 6, and 7. Right? One of them runs parallel to Summit Boulevard. One of them runs parallel to Congress. And he was in an area in the shrubbery where he could see both holes. So the president was another hole back, which means he's about between 400 and 500 yards away.
So he was on the golf course?
Oh, he's on the golf course, yeah, but he's back a ways.
For the Secret Service, have you guys changed at all the way that you guys are protecting former President Donald Trump? Is now a potential second attempt on him? Can you just elaborate on how things have changed and what you make of this?
Yes, the threat level is high. We have increased the amount of assets that we've supported. So we live in danger times. So yes.
We're done with questions right now. There's really nothing more for us to add. I just want to tell you, the Secret Service and the FBI and the State Attorney's Office have been fantastic to work with. And I can tell you right now, our agency with this real-time crime center was fabulous. That's how we got the guy. We started out with, we don't know anything, to where we had a tag, we had a vehicle description, and we got an area where we saw the person. So be proud of your law enforcement. All right. Cool. Thanks, folks. We'll get back to you.
All right, there you have it. That's the press conference. If you haven't seen it, now you're up to date. All right, Memento says 500 yards isn't long distance with a scope. Okay, fair enough. So AKs can fire that, no problem at all. All right. And you're saying it's an AK style rifle, not necessarily an AK-47, but it's a style. It's styled like an AK-47, so it's a what? It's just like a style choice. Is that what I'm hearing? And Jacob Peets makes a good point, saying sheriff chooses his words very carefully. They are to ensure Palm Beach so doesn't get the same treatment as Butler PD. Make it know this is USSS responsibility so they can pass the buck like last time. Yeah, I mean, this isn't anything compared to last time. I can't, this is like, again, another lone wolfer, mind control victim that is out. And I'm talking about information-based mind control. Damn, don't think I'm talking about NK Ultra or any of that bullshit. It's fucking information-based mind control, which I've been talking about ad nauseum for years now here. And it's very apparent, it's very provable. We've gone into the background of it. We've gone into how it works. We've gone into why they're doing it. We've gone into all the different aspects of this without question. And I keep harping on the fact that it works both ways. And we have to be careful about how we handle our information, how we influence others when you are in a position of influencing them. Right. So it's always important to know the truth than to be right. Because when you have the truth, you don't need to be right. Let's see. My guess is it was a PLS, which shoots 7.26 by 45 and is actually a sniper shot. AK-47 is not accurate at 200 plus yards. PLS, not PLS, not PSL, not PLS. Please, sorry. All right. Standard engagement range of an AK style rifle is 150 meters. And there they are still 2 MOA. I can hit steel targets at 500 meters with an iron sight. Ooh, I'm glad you're on my side. All right. All right. So here we go. Let's go ahead and start documenting what's left of his X account right now. So if anybody is here from any platform, wherever you may be, we're going to go down here and do this. I want you to go ahead and get yours. I'm not going to mess with this too much, man. I almost feel like I should see, can I do this without making it go crazy? Okay, yes. Don't go crazy. All right, there we go. All right, I just don't want it to reset, because if it resets, we're done. All right. So this guy, I thought he had a Ukraine flag up there at some point. All right, so here it is. I'm gonna scroll through it slowly, but first one, these are just his replies. I can't go off this tab or it's gonna reset. Dragunov. All right. At T-Rex Trucking, AK style rifles do fire X-54, but would be a Molson or Dragunov. Okay, I'm familiar with those from playing in video games. All right. All right. So he recently, as of July 17th, talking directly to Kamala Harris. This must be where she told him to go do this, right? No, I'm just kidding. But run with it if you want to grift and help blow my channel up. You and Biden should visit the injured people in the hospital from the Trump rally and attend the funeral of the murdered fireman. Trump will never do anything for them. Show the world what compassionate and humanity is about. And puts his phone number there. It's really strange about that. Call me. But yeah, I believe Trump did do all that and they didn't. So enjoyed jail. At Joe Biden. Like, he reads his Twitter. You should visit the victims in the hospital. This is his big idea. Show the world what real leaders do. This guy thinks Joe Biden's a real leader. The mind control is and the Riri is real. The Riri is real. Haku Stairs. Something like Bruno Mars. Isn't he like some kind of pop star?
Bruno Mars.
He has a lot of
a crappy singer.
Pop star. Yeah. Pop singer. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, help us with a benefit concert to raise awareness. Supreme Court grants us an injunction to build the Pokio Street Trailhead. What the fuck is he talking about? And so anyways, he's got this Gmail account, and I think what this guy did is he ran out on his own and created this whole thing about Ukraine, right? He really, really, really is like, I don't know what triggered him, man, but he's down with Ukraine. We must remove Rick from office. I think he can get Kurt Cadwell to join to make a team to win the mayor's seat. Please reach out to me. Yeah, we'll be right on that, Ryan. Kurt Cadwell. So this is like some of this stuff, right? Hunter Biden's son. They cannot convict Hunter Biden as the question on the application has no time frame. User or addict in the last 10 minutes, decade life, when. So any pot user at any moment in life cannot buy a gun. That solves our gun control problem right there. No one can. Let's see. Elon Musk. I would like to buy a rocket from you. Well, come on down to the show. Come on down to the showroom and pick one out. I wish to load it with a warhead for Putin's Black Sea mansion bunker to end him. Can you please give me a price, please? It can be old and used and as not returning. What a,
If you got to ask how much a rocket is, you can't afford it.
This is my tism, the same shit that happened with July 13th. This isn't anyone can do this BS. This takes practice to line up a similar shot. Yeah, like going to the gun range and shit like that. We don't know if this guy, he never got a shot off. So, but Ryan Crooks was at the gun range all the time. That is same name. Did I have that right? Am I just mixing things up? Am I forgotten what the guy's name is?
Crooks, wasn't it?
Thomas. Thank you. Thomas Crooks. He was at the gun range all the time for years. Then you are well trained and practiced. Please don't lie to yourself and say anyone can hit 50 meters with an iron. 500 meters with a line. I don't think he's doing that. I think he said specifically that he can do it. Because he's trained. Thomas Crooks. Thank you. Yeah, I know. I got all mixed up there. Thank you, buddy. All right. So look at this. This is hilarious. The whole exchange between him and Close, right? Close what? Thomas Crooks and I don't know. I'm confused. I'm gonna stick to this right here so we can get through it. But he wanted Elton John to write a song for Ukraine. We are one. Look, I had the lyrics to "We Are One" that I could send to you. I bet you do. And it would be great to get small kids to sing the chorus. I bet. And you and Biden can go around sniffing their hair and make sure they're not Trump supporters. So here he is talking to Nikki Haley. He's a Nikki Haley fan. Wow, the same speech and weak at best. I want a serious State of the Union type speech every time. I do not want trivial bullshit. I want heartfelt on students killed, Gaza murders, the Ukraine horror, Taiwan Chinese murders, freedom, democracy, something inspiring, please. All right. Yes, there you go. He wants his emotional triggers to be stimulated. Seth Rogen, you and James Franco must use your status to meet with Kim Jong-un. This guy's got ideas. And show him we are friends and we want I want the best for him and his people. Dennis Rodman did it. We can. Did you forget Trump went over and crossed into the demilitarized zone? Well, no, he hates Trump. Obviously, you cannot let North Korea spiral towards war. And civilians, we should go there and make friends with Kim Jong-un and show him we are normal humans that want the best for him. He doesn't care. He has power and control of his country. I'm sure he knows that. Dennis Rodman can do it. We can.
God, there's a person to follow.
All right. So let's see. Where's the rest with the Vivek? Oh, here we go. Vivek Ramaswamy, you could not quit. Why? You must stay on the ballot to the end. You must fight. You must continue to give speeches and push all the way to the election day, no matter the election results. Do not give in. Join Nikki and keep working. Never give up. Did this guy not pay attention to anything? Come on. I mean, he's definitely out of his mind. But Vivek went after Nikki hardcore. He said Nikki was going to be like the replacement for Trump if they were ever able to take him off the ballot, right? And which is probably true. Probably would have happened. Luckily, that didn't happen. But Vivek, after the first primary, stepped down immediately and backed Trump, right? It wasn't even the first. Yeah, it was the first. After the first. So he made a stand. He did a great job. Got good numbers. Understood where he stood with the base. I would say that if Trump wasn't there, he would have done a lot better. Like he had been taken off the ballot, or one of these lawfare things had gone through. Vivek would have done a lot better. He would have been challenging. Probably would have gotten the neocon treatment, and we would be in a lot of trouble right now. We'd be in a lot of trouble. Which means like they would have the neocons would have ganged up on him and pulled a bunch of dirty stuff. Again, he didn't have the backing to do something. I don't know. Hopefully, this is the last time we have to worry about those guys. Vivek Ramaswamy, dude, the same jacket every day. I hate the casual speeches. I want professional speech writers and with emotional messages that are powerful and moving. He likes the mind control, like at conventions. I want someone serious and presidential with tears and kindness and care pouring out. Oh God. Let's see.
He's gonna vote for the cackle queen.
Right. 5 for fight. We're looking for a band. Who's we? I need help with a tribute song for Ukraine. We are one. I have the lyrics. God, he sounds like, you know what he reminds me of? It reminds me of and Captain No Fun. That's the way he keeps back shit. Nikki Haley, please join Vivek Ramaswamy as a team of president and vice president. We must do this now to create a winning ticket. Now that we can get behind, Please do not be selfish and ignorant. Partner now to change the course of this election, break norms, and give us an option. Vivek Ramaswamy, you must expand your message with hundreds of bullet points. I've heard TJ swivel twice. Who's TJ? Ted
Tulsi
Johnson?
Gabbard? No.
I'm trying to think of who was in the race. Tim Scott? No. Anybody? Hey, Alpus, what's up? Anyways, join forces with Nikki Haley now as VP to make a winning team. Please. Need 2 partners to win this. How to fix Ukraine, China, and North Korea. So he likes the neoconness. I mean, I don't think he realizes that the neoconness actually comes from the left, but he's not very smart. So anyways, motivated, but not very smart. A lot of talking to Bruno Moore. Dave Matthews Band. Oh, man.
You're too busy emptying their sewage on people's heads.
Dave wants to hang out with you, buddy. I don't think Dave wants to hang out with you. Neither does Jack Johnson, by the way. So we'll just skip over that. So you could tell he's in his 50s. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just kind of letting anybody, if you want to comment this video screenshot, I don't know why anybody want any of this shit. Bono from YouTube. Yeah, he's so 50. All right. Always look, he has this written in Chinese. What the hell? Here he is. Here he is right here. And he's got this big sign. If I click on it, is it gonna fuck it? Is it gonna screw me or what?
Don't do it.
Anyways, this is a big old sign of this whole thing he started and got printed out. So he must have had some money from somewhere, because he spent a lot of money on this organization that I only see him in. Like, there's nobody else in this organization but him. I think this is like a fantasy. Like, he's saying he has all this shit going on, but look, there's a Gmail account, right? And he said he has this big organization, so he's like posing like he has something going on. But I think it's only just him. It's only just him.
Real quick, Memento said the guy was probably going to wait till they got to the next hole, which was about 150 meters. So it's really a moot point. And
yeah,
the next hole was going to be the 6th hole, the devil's number. Just saying.
Yeah. Actually, that's what I was thinking too. Like, that's why, you know, I hear you on that. Wait, where do you say that? I don't. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Memento, that he was going to jump out and be like, blah, and have like his little camera on and then go running away. He thought it was, again, in the movies. Again, information-based mind control, many different factors here going on. This guy thought he was a commando. He thought he was leading some kind of big, altruistic, in the war, fight the bad Russians group that was just him. You know, he's grifting off that probably, you know, trying to play it up like it's bigger than it really is. Right. But yeah, that was my thought. He was hiding in wait, right? He was hiding in wait. And luckily, you know, you got to give the Secret Service credit, man. They spotted the nozzle, the barrel sticking out. I mean, dude deserves a raise. He figured that shit out and went after it, because if someone had just slacked off or not done their job right, that could have gotten ugly. So, you know, everybody gave them a hard time for the way they did it in Pennsylvania, and they deserved the grief they got because, you know, they needed to do better. But today they shined. There's no other way to put it. They shined today. So good on them, and keep those guys around, give them raises, give them more responsibility. They obviously were some of the good ones, right? All right, now we're talking about Taiwan, Afghan soldiers to defend Taiwan. He wants to bring Afghanis to defend the Taiwanese. He's got all kinds of plans. Hey, Ryan, I'm an Afghan. I really volunteer and contacted the recruitment website a while ago. I got a response telling me to contact the embassy, but there's no embassy here in Afghanistan. I need help getting to Ukraine. I would appreciate your assistance. Ukraine does not want Afghan soldiers. I tried for 6 months to get them to accept Afghans, and they do not want them in their country. I tried very hard to sell them, but they refused. I'm sorry. Well, then, what good are you? All right. Text me. I mean, he made a friend. Hamed his friend. It makes you wonder if this guy got handled, like he got pulled in, like they're reading this shit, and like a foreign asset, foreign country said, "Look, man,
You're
you do
roboting a
this
little.
okay." He said, like, if you do this for us, we'll give you all these soldiers you want, right? Like, I'm starting to see a little bit of a in here with this guy. Like, you could like literally he's throwing his shit out so anybody can contact him, right? He's going to foreign countries. He really wants soldiers from anywhere. He's talking to Afghanistan, terrorist homestead, right? So he's wide open for handling. Wide open for handling. I'm just speculating. I'm just putting some pieces together. This is by no means an assertion, but I'm saying if I was a foreign adversary and wanted to get that certain thing done, right? And I'm looking around and I come across this guy. I'm like, let's reach out and see if we can get him to react. Let's see if we can get him to activate. You say, well, I can see you want a lot of soldiers. I have a lot of soldiers ready to go. But I need you to do something for me so we can trust you. That's the way that goes down. Department of Defense, thank you for your support in Ukraine at the U.S. Embassy. And I wanted to ask you if I could help get thousands of Afghan soldiers to Taiwan. Just like, we've had them on the radar. Yeah, you should have had them on a tracker. I think some of these people need to be wearing. Do we live in a free country? That's all I can say. What's going on out there, guys? I'm going to be reading through this for a few more minutes, but has Harris come out with a statement yet? No, she's too busy making collard greens in her dirty bathtub. It happened with Crooks because we didn't recognize how foolish the action was, and now we have copycats. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, I think that that is maybe inspiration. Yeah, he didn't try to get him at a rally, so it's not an exact copycat. But yeah, he saw maybe the Secret Service is so incompetent now that you can get away with this, right? So the idea is like, why did he decide to risk it all to do this when we just had an election in 8 weeks? He's really fearing that Trump's going to win and that he's going to side with Russia and crush Ukraine. That's what I think. That's my guess on this. If it's not like foreign handling going on, then that would be a little bit off of the norm, right? Because the foreign handlers run a lot of risk of dealing with a loose cannon like this, right? And they can get traced back through technology now very easily. But like, we know that you guys were involved. Now, guess what? Trump's in office and you got sanctions on you, right? And like, oh shit, we blew that one. So I think that it's a very risky thing for foreign assets to try to handle somebody like this. But I'm just saying, this guy's wide open to be subverted, like wide open to be handled. Because all you got to do is say, hey, I'll give you what you want. What's all this gibberish say? I can't read that. This must be back when in his getting Afghanis, the Taiwan days. What the fuck is? I want to start an international incident. Can you help me? It's like, or but to this, you're saying that it's a direct correlation. It's similar, but it's not a rally. He didn't go to a rally and try to do. That's what I'm saying. It's not exactly right, but it did open up a hole. I think gave people the impression that the Secret Service is so competent they can get away with it, at least get the job done. So I think I know where you're going. I know where you're coming from. Harris has responded. It wasn't much more than platitude, but it was said. Do tell. Harris did make a non-statement along the lines of, I'm glad he's alive. I condemn violence. Biden hasn't said a damn thing. Okay. He's probably asleep. It's late. Let's see. UN Coalition forces spent $2.5 trillion training 300,000 Afghan soldiers, and they are ready to support Haiti and bring order. What the fuck? Now we're in Haiti? What's going on? Is that when hold on, what's the date here? Is that when their president was assassinated? Is that what happened here? Is that we're in the 23s now? Wow, he just is busy. Look at all that. This is all busy guy. He really look. I have 20,000 Afghan and Syrian soldiers begging to fight. Really? You do? You have the 20,000 soldiers ready to fight? That's kind of and you're who's Rambo at government UA, United Arab Immigrant. What is that? Is that Ukraine? I can't read that. Looks Ukrainian. It's got the Captain No Fun colors on. All right. Let's see.
I can't see it. It's too small for me.
Then it's not even worth looking at. All right. So yeah, Elon. Any production jobs must pay based on the number of units produced, never hourly. I used ratings for every worker, and that yielded a percentage of the gross production and the crew put out. You must abandon antiquated hourly pay. Any production jobs must pay based. Okay, so I thought he was asking for a job at first. To say, Elon, we have the rare opportunity to fix two problems at once. If we can provide passage for thousands of Afghan soldiers to Ukraine. Jesus Christ, man. Bruno Mars again. Please do the song, Bruno. Just do it. Let's see. Mark Knopfler. Oh my God. Dire Straits. You're a rat.
Dire Straits, really?
Mark Knopfler. Yeah. You know? I want my MTV. All right. Yeah. It needs your raspy, soulful voice. You must keep. He wants to write a song about Ukraine. He's got Jack Johnson again, Dave Matthews again. Dude. Oh my God. There's Penny Gonzalez. Let's see, guys. He just keeps going. I'm gonna scroll through all these just so anybody wants screenshots later can go back and get them. But we're gonna go back to 2020s. This is kind of funny though. North Korean. I got some more stuff for you. Don't you worry. Where are we at? 45 minutes. Cool. All right.
T-Rex said.
What do you say?
Harris made a non-statement along the lines of, "I'm glad he's alive. I condemn violence." Biden hasn't said a damn thing. Did she say, "I'm glad he's alive. I condemn violence" in regards to Trump or the alleged assassin or alleged whatever the hell you want to call him? Traitor, because she could have easily been talking about the shooter.
20K soldiers, my ass. If you want to act like that's true, sure, we'll put that in trial for you for it. Put you on trial for it. Great, good point. Oh man, there's a bigger picture of that banner he had made. Man, okay. Can you when you make a banner like this, this is a lot for people to read them in small print. But hey, it's your money. Here he is, right here, putting a sign up next to some looks like sandbags. World, help us! There he is. This dude. Talk about. I mean, you see people that's this crazy and motivated, man. It's like, look, he's standing out in front of Angelina Jolie's office. Come to Kiev. Staff waiting.
Well, she did go.
There you go. Come to Kiev. Yeah,
there's something wrong with her head too.
I know. You forget the connection. See, somebody put out something about like showing Angelina Jolie kissing Billy Bob the other day, and they're like, "How does he get girls like this to do things like this?" I'm like, dude, having been close with one of his best friends, I've listened to many conversations between the two of them. The dude's a stud. He always has chicks around him, always. You know, and Angelina Jolie is, dude, he's got charm. He's got something going on, dude.
He's got sexy, something ugly, like Gary Oldman.
Oh, there you go. Okay, I missed the first word, but yeah, no, he does, dude. He literally every time he was on the phone, there were chicks there every time. So Angelina Jolie, she's cuckoo. She's a little crazy,
She did that to piss off her father, but whatever.
Yeah, she's a Scorpio. Look out. You see, all right.
Lovely.
But yeah, Scorpio woman. All right. So, all right. Some of them can be kind of feisty. Let's see. You have nothing to fear. Hey, Murph, what's up? What's up? See, I have been briefed on reports of gunshots near the former president and his property in Florida. I'm glad he is safe. Violence is no place in America. Yeah. Controversial take, but I'm happy this one is alive and in custody. Yeah, I am too, Pete. I am too, buddy. I am too. So we're just running. Hey, Murph, we're just running through this guy's Twitter since it's been taken down. I still have a copy of it cached on my screen. So I'm just putting it out there for anybody who wants to take notes, you can always come back to this video. And if you want to access or screenshotting this stuff, you didn't get a chance. So that's for all my people out there on X or anywhere else that may be creating and needs it, whatever. There's plenty of people that took screenshots of this, though. Andy Knoll, Dom Lecrae, there's other people that are out there.
Loads of people archived this.
Yeah, we've learned to get on this shit quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
President Biden, we have weapons and criminals in Ukraine and record speed. The United States was alone with the president to maintain armored systems and everyone Russian tanks in Ukraine. Okay. Then he says, we need all the Patriot systems, all the MiG jets, all the nuclear weapons that we removed. Give us volunteers. That means to do what you cannot. Volunteers, that means to do what you cannot. Putin and evil must be ended forever. Give us back what was taken now. Who is this? This dude was like looking for purpose in his life. He had none. He latched onto this with the mind control of the Russia hoax hammered into his head, with the upbringing of Cold War era. And this guy's Gen X, so Cold War era upbringing. Fear of the Soviet Union coming back, fear of being scared of nuclear war again, because he keeps hearing about nuclear war, I'm sure. Everything's kind of coming together for his mental breakdown here. He stated that he doesn't want the conflict to end. He wants to defeat Russia. That's his problem, and that's his problem with Trump. I bet is that Trump says, "I'll make one phone call and it'll be over. I'll make one phone call and it'll be over." He's like, no, we have to there was a post in here earlier. It said that we had to. He wanted Putin dead, and he wanted Moscow in rubble. So he wants to literally take out all of Russia, right? And so peace and ending the conflict is not good enough for this guy. And I believe that what we're seeing here is we're seeing a person completely obsessed with Ukraine, who's seeing that the outcome that he wants isn't going to happen if Trump gets elected. So he took matters into his own hands. I mean, why not? He's been doing this shit for years, evidently, and literally living and breathing and eating this shit day in and day out. Mad Core, what's up, buddy? This is wild. Hey, they tried to take Trump out again. Well, he did. We were just talking about this. This guy's a lone wolf. So I wouldn't read too much into that. But look, he's a Ukraine nut job. He's bought into the Russia collusion hoax. He's a Gen Xer, grew up in the Cold War era, everything Soviet Russia evil. Even the Soviet Russia is not there anymore. It's just Russia. It's not the Soviet Union. But he's still on that trip, right? And I think I was just explaining before you walked in, probably, that I think what happened is that he wants to destroy Russia, right? He wants to destroy Putin, and he feels like if Trump gets in, that's not going to happen. Like peace and having that conflict ended isn't good enough for him. He wants Russia defeated for good. He wants to take out all the bad guys that in his mind are the bad guys. He wants to take them all out with this conflict. He wants to use this conflict to do it, no matter who dies or what. I mean, he's talking about using nukes. He's talking about trying to buy a rocket from Elon Musk to drop on Putin's house in the Black Sea. What else? He wants to bring Afghani soldiers into there to fight. He's trying to do all kinds of crazy shit, man. We've been reading through his posts. Now his X account is down, so this is the cast version of it. I happen to have it up on my screen right before they took it down. So I'm just documenting it, and we're just having a laugh reading at some of his deranged posts. But yeah, it's just one guy with a big dose of mind control.
I love that Murph is like, not a Florida man. Yes. That's the win.
Right? Nope. North Carolina guy.
Just we're from North Carolina. Awesome.
Right?
Not me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all the MiG jets. See, I'm telling you, he's old school. Like he's Gen X. He still remembers the MiG jets from back in the Top Gun days. Top Gun. See, we all got it. We all know we know where he's getting this shit from, right?
Oh,
H in the bigs
Lord.
now, sir. All right, Roger. All right,
He's Iron Eagle
okay.
over there.
Look,
love that
see,
movie.
here it is right here. Look, right here. I just said it and it appeared. See, Sergey says, a Ukrainian friend of mine says, and what happens if Putin just pulls his troops back to where they were on February 21st? Saying Russian 24th. Saying to Russians he had reached his goal. He may push this idea through the media. What will the West do? Russia will leave us with hundreds of billions of damage. Ryan says, never. We are not done until Putin is dead and Moscow is a pile of rubble. I was just talking about this post. I am not leaving until I am standing on Moscow rubble. So this guy would not only have done this here, right? But say he got away with it or didn't even attempt to do this, you probably would have heard about this guy trying to do something to Moscow later on. Remember that all this stuff that was going on, the bombing and all this that went on in Russia and Moscow. That was it a theater or a concert or something?
The concert hall, yeah.
He would have done something like that. I mean, who knows? Maybe he had something to do with that. You know, it's just
no stopping,
nonstop, no stopping it. What's up? How you doing? Thank you for coming and hanging out with us, man. Putin is a midget puppet, probably. Yeah, strong man for sure. Let's see. He was part of Pensacola Wing. What are we talking about here? Oh, talking about. That's right. I mentioned pop culture and Outpost Nerd. Right? It's like, what did we just put? That's good. That's good. That's what you do, buddy. That's what you do. If you like pop culture and other things like that, check out Outpost Nerds channel. Cool. All right. So yeah, there he is. Talking to Kurt Campbell. I am in Ukraine. We need more action and less photos. Forget Patriot systems in Poland. We need them now in Ukraine. And get all the MiG jets here now. The evil Putin regime of criminals must end. We must take back Crimea and parts lost in Georgia and squeeze Lukashenka. I don't know. Lukashenka out now. Okay, he's all bragging about being in Kiev. Is that how you spell it? I thought you spelled it Keiv or something.
That's the Russian Kiev.
Oh, he's using Russian terminology?
No, there's different cities. There's Kyiv and there's Kiev.
Oh,
this
I'm in
supposed
Kyiv.
to be Kyiv.
And wish we could loan all of the Patriot systems in Poland to Ukraine and all the MiG jets.
He loves those jets, man.
What do I gotta relax for, man? What do I gotta relax for? Sheriff, what are you doing, James? How you doing, buddy?
Sheriff, how you doing?
No relaxing. We're just having a good time. It's funny. Yeah. You don't know this guy, do you, Sheriff? I'm just making sure. All right. Let's see. Nah, Sheriff's in Canada, man. He ain't part of this mess. He ain't part of this nonsense.
No.
All right, there we go.
Mess up there.
We've reached the end. We've reached the end of Ryan Routh. Now
he wrote to Sean Penn. Of course he did.
Sean Penn. He needs every volunteer. Why not ask Sean Penn to go fight for Ukraine? Really? Why not? He was a tough guy back in the day. I remember him from Bad Boys. No, why didn't
he, reach out to Dennis Rodman? They have the same hair.
He mentioned them a bunch of times.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
Called it.
We need to buy MiG jets, like all the S-300s and Patriot. He really loves the MiG jet, man. He loves it. Oh, well, this guy did too. Your uncle must watch a lot of mainstream media. That's the only place that mind control happens. Let's see. Unfortunately, that's sad. I was talking to my dad today about that, how that works. I went down my whole, like, how you use archetypes to overwrite what people, how slander campaigns work. Basically use an archetype of evil, like a Hitler or whatever, to overwrite their current perception of them by just repetitiously putting it over them over and over and over again. Even they have like a vague understanding of who the person is. You keep saying that, eventually they'll just believe that that's them, and it becomes a trigger point to no end, like Russia collusion did for this guy, and it'll send you off the deep end. See, he was convinced that Russia, this version of Russia, is the Soviet Union pretty much, and that he had to stop anything that would get in the way of their utter destruction. Right? That's what it was with this guy. See, we need it to end in Moscow. We need our nuclear weapons back so that we can flatten Moscow and end evil, so we do not have to deal with this again. I just said it, and there it was. I didn't even read that before I said it. This is what's going on with this guy right here, guys. You're going to hear a lot of shit. I guarantee you in the end, we're going to find out through probably his own statements, right? That he wanted to kill Putin, and he wanted to flatten Moscow and end Russia for good, with MiG jets and nuclear weapons and Patriot missile systems and Afghan soldiers and whatever it took. But he wasn't going to let Trump get in the way of this dream he had. And that's what the story of Ryan Routh is right here. We just went through it. And you see, there you go. But I'm sure you're going to hear a lot of other crazy shit from a lot of other grifting people. You'll always get the truth from me, because when you come here, ladies and gentlemen, I do my very, very best to make sure that we are never jumping the shark, right? And speaking of that, we have some more stuff. We can look into more. Where are we at? 59 minutes. We're gonna go a little bit over on the kickoff show tonight. We did this, so we can get rid of that. Well, I don't think we need to look at any more Ryan Routh stuff. Andy No put out stuff. I got pictures of this guy. I mean, you guys are gonna see all this stuff out there, anyways. It's a lot of this stuff we've already been over just by going through it ourselves. And I think that we've pretty much figured this guy out, his MO, what it's about, what he's after, what he's obsessed with, and why this is going on. We'll leave it at that and see how that works out. But I wanted to say one more thing before we get out and go to the our feature presentations for the evening over on Rumble and X. And tonight is going to be awesome. This guy, if you didn't see the trailer on Rumble, the guy who did this documentary, it's going to be two-parters. This for part one this week, part one next week, right? Meet the drug lords of the real narcos, right? You're going to learn a lot, because he went there and hung out with them, like literally went and hung out and met the people that are basically the real narcos. There you go, the drug lords. Man, if you have never seen an inside of what's going on with these people, this is where it starts, right? And then I think I found a documentary where I can come back later on and follow this up with how this is handed off inside the U.S. Like we're talking about like some of the big name drug cartel members that were in the U.S. working for these guys, right? Basically getting all their stuff from them. So we'll see how it originates now, what these guys think, what their lifestyle is like. We're going to learn a lot about that. And then we'll come back later on and we'll follow it up with some history about, the big drug pushes inside the U.S. And that'll be our drug cartel series. If you remember, the reason why we're covering this and other things like this is that it's on the big board, right? It's on the retrospective board as part of the cycle of abuse, understanding the drug culture, and understanding the drug. What did I call it back then? I haven't seen the board. I looked at it the other night, but it's been a while. Let me see.
Castro.
Drug culture. Hi, Jacob. What's up, buddy? People in Canada have TDS. They need to have they need to have Trudeau's derangement syndrome. You guys need to get that clown out of there.
TDS and STD have the same letters. Not a coincidence.
I was hanging out with Scott Free Freedom and Cotab 123 the other night from Canada, and we were talking about this stuff, man. Let's see. It's over here. All right, yeah. It's in the third veil. I can actually cross it off if I find it. Drug trafficking, yeah, that's what it is. Drug trafficking. So this is part of the drug trafficking system, right? And what that does to people, and how that creates a cycle of abuse through addiction, right? And through empowering criminals and violence That's what it's about. So we're covering it on there. So in case you haven't seen it in a long time, let's pull it up real quick. Why not? There you go. And boom shakalaka. Boom. All right. So there you go. So yeah, it's right here. So yeah, we're right here. So we're just covering that part of it right there. And you see how much stuff we've covered? That's everything that's in black and in green, basically black and green. If it's green, it's kind of on the in between, right? It's stuff that we've covered on this channel, all of it. That's a lot of stuff, man. Done a lot of good work, people. Done a lot of good work. All right, let me pull this down so we can get back to it. Okay, I promised you I had needed to clear something up. I want you to be careful with this Haiti stuff. All right, that's going on. We need to be really careful. We need to actually pull back. And like I said, I'm not happy that this guy tried to do this and that this guy has a problem like this. But we needed a narrative change like quick. That stuff's starting to not pan out. It's starting to not pan out. And I just wanted to come back to you guys and say, while I was entertaining it and I was putting stuff out about it and I did do different segments on it, I never thought that we had the definitive proof we needed to say it was actually a big, big problem, right? I know a lot of people are running with it, and I'm extremely upset that whoever is hanging out around Trump right now is not doing a better job vetting the information that he has, because he really, really, really kind of gotten himself in a spot with this, by coming out a little bit too fast on it. It's not epidemic. It's not like every Haitian there is running around grabbing pets and they're going crazy, right? There may be a group of people that did some stuff, right? We don't know yet. We gotta get the evidence for it. However, let me say this: in WallzP, he's been on the show. He's a friend of the show. He did a piece on this, right? And it was very base, and he's still he's still Team Trump, and he still wants to get things fixed in this country, right? But he like myself is calling out the fact that these rumors probably aren't as true as people are making out to be. And I wanted to start by pointing out this. This is the very first thing, right? I just got to point this out because this has gone like wildfire, right? Wildfire. Let me put this up. We got to not give into this. This, you guys have probably seen this, right? And look, there's this guy. There's the guy I'm talking about, right? This is the dude, right?
From the U.S., from North Carolina originally. So live in Hawaii now. So flew all the way from Hawaii here. So the question as far as why I'm here, to me, a lot of the other conflicts are gray, but this conflict is definitely black and white.
See, listen to him.
Good versus evil. This is.
See, he's definitive about this. It must be defeated.
Storybook, any movie we've ever watched, this is definitely evil.
Any movie he's ever watched, like Red Dawn
against good.
Top Gun.
Battling a situation here where the Ukrainians and the rest of the world are caring and kind and generous and unselfish.
Are they? I don't know.
Fish and take care of one another, and it's just a matter of.
That's what he wants to believe, I think.
We need to stand up for that. That is the most important.
We don't need to take care of our own country first. Why is it the most important thing?
In the world is just to show human beings that we're kind and we're caring and that we take care.
Optics are everything, he's saying.
One another, and that the world is united, so that we feed each other and make sure that we all move forward as one collective.
You can tell when he says things like that he's running out of he runs out of reasons why he believes it. So he just kind of like says the line.
Whole unit. So, we feel the pain of one country's failure and their conflicts, and we enjoy the successes of other countries that are.
He wants to be he's like globalist on the brain.
Good, and we all work together. And for some reason, Russia does not grasp this concept that we're all one unit, and we have
all one. That's very new agey. It's a very new agey approach. We're all one. We're not individuals. We're all one.
Have to get along and work together and be.
See, he doesn't know what to say. He's just repeating the line.
Normal human beings. This is.
We are not one. You and me are not the same.
Work together. It seems asinine.
You hear that? It's not clear. Think about when you hear someone like this talk and when you hear Vivek talk. I mean that you hear an intelligent person talk and a person that's been programmed. It's a completely different. It's completely different, man. It's a completely different thing.
And that we have a leader in a country that does not understand the concept of being unselfish and being generous and being kind and just the basic.
He keeps repeating those words.
Moral values that are required by human beings these days.
Moral values, like trying to shoot someone when they're playing golf.
It blows my mind.
It blows your mind. Yeah, your mind's blown, all right, buddy. Oh man, he's droning like a mind-numbed robot. Yes, he is, Wolfram. Indeed, indeed.
And what are you doing here in Ukraine?
My initial goal was to come and fight. I think everybody around the globe should be motivated to come here and support the Ukrainians and support the army, no matter what gender, age, anything. Everybody should be here supporting the army. But I'm 56, so initially they were like, "Well, I have no military experience," so they're like, "You're not an ideal candidate." So they said, "Not right this minute." So Plan B was to come here to Kyiv and promote getting more people here. We need thousands and
Funny,
thousands.
aren't they using old men?
Fighting with the Ukrainians. We need, we've got 190 countries around the world, and we need thousands from all of it. If the governments will not send their official military, then we civilians have to pick up the torch and make this thing happen. And we've got
he says so.
people here, but it's a small fraction of the number that should be here.
Yeah, we're pretty
we have
sure.
5,000, to 10,000 people here fighting. That is just a minuscule amount of the 5 billion people on the globe. We need everyone here fighting. That's why I'm in Kyiv. So every project that I promote is about getting people here to support the Ukrainians. We were at
You support one project, your own, the one you made up, the only member of.
a critical juncture in this war where
Well, you
we were
did.
sitting on the
Now you're in
fence
jail for life.
as far as whether good or evil is going to win. Right now we're looking at a situation where
Freedom ain't a
the
thing for
world
him.
is waning and it's
Good doesn't win by being evil. That's the trick.
we're thinking that this is important or not. And we're at a point where, all right, are we going to stand for humanity, for human rights, for everything that is good with the world? Or are we just going to ignore it? If everybody's complacent and doesn't join this.
What you mean the billions and billions of dollars we've shoveled over there isn't enough? You need more than that?
He really drank the Kool-Aid.
I mean, look at his hair. Like, what is he doing? Is that yellow and blue for Ukraine? And then he's got
I think that it's supposed to be yellow, but he couldn't quite pull it off. Just white.
This vacant stare right here is like everything about this guy. Isn't it? It just says everything.
Fight, then guess who's going to win? It might take 10 years, but we're going to lose this battle if everyone around the globe does not stop what they're doing, get off the couch, and come to Ukraine and then
It's everything to him. It's everything to him.
defend the human rights of everyone around the globe. This is the most important thing going on in the world today. So sitting around and letting life go on as normal and complaining about gas prices and complaining about, your luxury life in whatever country you live in is unacceptable.
Luxury
As
life.
human beings, we must.
Yeah, but this and
We
he's
can't
not even talking
afford
about any-
food.
to him, it's just the Russians are attacking Ukraine.
Support each other. We cannot turn our backs on anyone around the world and expect the problem to go away.
We have to be the policeman of the world. We have to. I mean, it's like, what is this guy's? Okay, well, never mind. We already know it.
That willing to throw away anything that's themselves and just be like, throw your life
just
on the
mine.
line for these people you never met, has a very bad history that they're trying to make up for.
He just had, this is my, I want you guys to take this in. This is its mind control in action. This is the result of long-term programming by the establishment media and their and entertainment propaganda, some leftover Cold War propaganda started, probably was there, just leftover. I mean, he didn't see the wall come down or something. I don't know what is, he didn't see it wasn't there when the Soviet Union collapsed. I don't know why he thinks it's still going on, but he does.
So I've been dealing with Russia for my entire life.
See, there it is. I just said it, and there it is again.
We had one period where it was okay, but now we've let it slip back into terrorism. So it's just the world needs to respond.
Billy Joel did
why
his-
world leaders are not sending military is beyond me. We're going to have to elect new leaders the next go around that have a backbone and that have the fortitude
Like
to
Trump.
say, hey, we're not going to tolerate this type of
What-
behavior.
when was
Type
this
of behavior. It's
from?
unacceptable anywhere.
2022.
So it's totally unacceptable. And why people are not responding, I do not know.
Because it's more important to you than you you've blown it up into something that it's not.
What impressed you the most since you are here?
My
It wasn't the women, I can tell you.
trip to Irpin was pretty emotional. So, going,
You hadn't
seeing
getting
the
any.
buildings that were burned and destroyed and things of that nature. I think more emotional for me is just talking to the guys that have come here. When you talk to a 20-year-old guy.
Oh man, this is embarrassing. They're like, man, Americans have really gone downhill.
That sold everything he owns to come here to fight. That is
to
terrible.
cry.
He's come here to risk his life
Oh
for
no.
humanity.
Don't
for the
start
Ukrainians,
crying.
Guys that sell everything they own to come here and support the Ukrainians while others sit at home and do nothing. It's totally mind-blowing how we have this divide of people that are selfless and courageous and wonderful and willing to sell everything they own to come here and support.
That's you, buddy.
How dare
Nobody's
you Americans sit home and mind your own goddamn business?
Who else do you know that? Do you guys know if anybody else has sold everything they own to go to Ukraine and fight?
Keep people from getting killed, to shelter kids and protect Ukrainians, and others that just want to sit at home and not. It's just it's an indictment of our entire human society to say, hey,
That's just break right
where do
there.
we stand? Do we stand for good, or do we just not care? I mean, does the world not care? That's the feeling that I wrestle with every day in my interactions with everybody.
Every day. This is 2022.
I don't wrestle with it.
Every
I
one
don't
of us
care.
is responsible for the outcome of this war. Every one of us, by our actions and what we do. And when I call back home and say, hey, I need $5 so I can, put enough money together to get a vest for a Ukrainian, and I get no response, I'm like, I'm not sure that the world is as wonderful as I once thought it was. I have thought that everyone will respond very generously and unselfishly, and
hey, Mims,
you don't have to come, but
expectations ruin everything.
If I ask for $5 to buy a vest to save a Ukrainian life, it seems like that would be a no-brainer. But I increasingly get more disappointed in humanity, and I'm
there it
beginning to
is
question
too.
whether or not we're
That was the beginning of it. Sliding into psychosis.
going to
Right.
end up on the right side.
He's
of
already
this
there.
fight.
So you are working with the International Legion.
Yes.
And you are trying to convince
International. That's just him, right? Does he believes he has this guy believing that it's more? Isn't it just? It's just him, right? I don't know. I'm suspecting going by the Gmail address, it's just him.
people to help, to donate, and to join.
Yeah.
My final question is, what would you say to the people in order to convince them to join the International Legion, or to donate for it, or to be involved in the humanitarian aid to Ukraine?
Right. It's just extremely important, the whole thing. As far as joining the military, yes, if you have some military experience or know people with military experience, encouraging them to come and fight. We have units all over the place. So, there were some leadership issues initially, but we've got so many units available to us: Georgian, Crimean, Ukrainian, territorial defense, Foreign Legion. We have, so many paramilitary groups. I put a 74-year-old Japanese guy in a unit. So, we have girls in units.
What?
So we have two girls that are in the unit up the street. So any gender,
They
any
have two
age,
girls.
any skill level.
This is probably like a guy who thinks he did that, right? Count, what's up? What's up? Trying times indeed. Indeed it is.
Level to no skill level. But yeah, if you want to fight, come here and see me, and I'll put you in a unit so you can go fight. But regardless of that, we should have thousands upon thousands of people standing here with the Ukrainians. This Maiden Square, Independence Square, we should have millions of people in this square, filling the square from every country around the world. And why we don't, I don't understand. I'm here every day with all the flags from all the supporting countries, with the memorials for the people that have died. And
So he's standing out there with that banner every day.
I've had several people come, but just a handful, so it blows my mind that I'm standing here alone
They're all going to be investigated now if they're still alive.
without thousands of people from every country, from Asia, from Africa, from Australia, from Canada, from everywhere in South America.
Yeah. By the way, if you're one of those people
Really
that
is real.
fell for his bullshit, start a YouTube channel right now and just go out there and spill it all, man. Spill it all.
Every
You
place.
can get rich.
Europe.
Europe, everywhere. We need everybody here. If you have no skills, just,
Sorry,
just
James.
come.
I didn't mean
we need to be cheerleaders. Just being here and saying, hey, I support the Ukrainians and I support
Right?
human rights.
This is Mr. Miyagi.
Good and generosity,
karate.
and caring and kindness and altruism, and it's just
Altruism. Mm.
we need to show the world that we care, and it's
We need to show it, and like, so the only way to do that is to like go risk your life in fucking warfare against the Russians. I mean, again, this says it all, doesn't it? This
I
says it all.
care. I care that they're sending all our money over there.
Me
They don't
too.
do any work at all. Just being here and supporting and showing them that we care. We care for fellow human beings is the most important thing we can do.
Yeah, here we go. Thank you. Thanks for coming out. Enjoy jail for the rest of your life, dumbass.
Mm.
All right,
How you doing, Count Derp?
All right. So, anyways, I meant to show that earlier. So we wrapped it up with that. By the way, this didn't get any traction at all, but I busted Kamala Harris on another one of her lies from this interview here. It's really fast. Let's see.
Yes, T-Rex. He's 58 years old.
Hold on. I'll wait. Go ahead. Yeah.
He's 58. That's confirmed.
Yeah.
Even in that video from 2 years ago, said he was 56 in the video 2 years ago. So there you go.
I'll turn this down. So it's loud. All right. So yeah, just didn't get enough traction, but there we go. This is I don't know why I'm so sad I've been on X. Someone teach me how to use X. Here we go.
Look, we don't have enough housing in America. We have a housing supply shortage.
Hey, Lex.
Look, we don't have enough housing in America. We have a housing supply shortage.
Yeah, no, we don't. We got 15 million houses that are unoccupied. Yeah, that was him. That was him. All right. Hey, Lex, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Thank you for being here. Thank you. Where? Yeah. He came in there swinging on a chandelier. All right. Okay, guys, this is what I'm going to talk about here. All right, this is the one that went around. I added Alex Jones at this because he came right out and said, we've got proof that Ohioans are finally eating the cats, right? And he showed this video of this guy who was roasting chicken, probably using the beer can method. That's why it's standing up like that. You can put a beer can in chicken, and a couple of years ago that was kind of trendy. You put a beer can in the chicken, and keeps it juicy when you grill it. It looks disgusting to me because it's grainy film. Who knows? You know. But anyways, this is chicken on the grill. A lot of people are saying it's cats because the video has cats walking around the grill. Do you think if a cat was being grilled on the grill, the other cats would be sitting around there?
Lollygagging. No, they gone.
Good. Right? I mean, but anyways, yeah, there's a lot of disinformation around this dog and cat eating thing, including that's the first thing I want to show you, just to make sure you don't fall for the grift. But yeah. There are people out there grifting this stuff out hard. I'm telling you, that's just chicken. Look, you can tell. I mean, there's the wings right there. Wing, right? Wing right here. So this is probably like some kind of tinfoil or some shit like that.
Yeah,
I don't
cat's
know.
paws don't do that.
Yeah, it's not even.
They just don't.
But Alex Jones put that out in like 2 seconds after he saw it, and it turns out the guy who shot this and put this out is a well-known grifter. Like he's been busted grifting stuff from like years back. Like honestly, like really, really bad choice. This just shows that there's a lot of people out there that aren't vetting their sources when they're just reposting shit. They're going poop, 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 fast as they can. Right. So yeah, and I like I told you guys last week, remember, there was a thing like where the Clinton Foundation ripped off Haiti with a bunch of money. And so we let the Clintons basically get away with ripping off a country that was already in bad shape. And it might not have changed anything about their country, but if the world raised all this money for them, right, and they didn't get it, and the Clintons just pocketed it, we probably should do something about that. Not let them come here, not moving into rural neighborhoods or anything like that, but we probably should give them that country back the money. Now I would be wary of giving it directly to them because who knows who's in charge over there. It may just enable more bad behavior. But if we could somehow say, hey, look, we'll take this money and we'll give it to people that will actually handle it good for you. And we'll come in and clean all the trash up or something, we'll do something. That would be fair. But I think we owe them a debt, their country a debt. Doesn't mean bring them here. Doesn't mean do any of that at all. I'm not for that. But I'd still feel bad the Clintons were able to rip them off for all the money. They didn't even get 2%, right? But this is a clip of this guy addressing Trump in 2016.
In 2010, the earthquake of Haiti, not only American taxpayers, but the whole world has given billions of dollars to the Clinton Foundation for the Haitians. Not even 2% of that money went back to Haiti. So, Mr. Trump, we are asking you, begging you, the Haitian community will side with you if one day you ask Hillary Clinton publicly to disclose the audit of all the money they have stolen from Haiti in 2010 after the earthquake.
So yeah, that's pretty much what it is. The guy goes on a little bit longer, but that's it. That's pretty much it. That's all you need to see for now. If you want to see more, you can check that out on my X page. But yeah, that's what I was talking about the other night. So I owed you guys a little bit of that. And I just want to say, be careful, because there's a lot of grifters out there trying to sell bullshit to you. And I'm going to pull up a good friend right now. I got to do this. I was going to do it. We're already going over, so I'm going to go ahead and do it now. I'll just speed it up a little bit. I'll hit his points. But I mean, you know what? I'll look out for you guys. I don't want you to buy into to BS just because it's sensationalized and it's out there, and someone you trust puts it out there, and you go, okay, that's cool, right? I get it. We're all in a hurry, and we kind of have to rely on other people for stuff. But I'm here to vet that for you. I make sure that we stay based, right? We stay based. Yeah, you can. You're right in step. You're lockstep with Alex Jones, Sheriff. You've done it. You've finally gone. You're with Alex Jones now. Oh my God. No, dude. Yeah, they do. But I'm not saying that that's what's going on in Springfield, right? Listen to this guy. He's the first generation. He's a good friend of ours. He's been on the show, and WallzP did a really bass take on this. And check out his new intro in his studio. Looking good. That's groovy, man. That's hitting. Oh yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Matter of Opinion. I'm your boy WallzP, and for those who follow the channel, y'all know that I'm Haitian American. So with that being said, let's talk about the elephant in the room.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs. The people that came in, they're eating the cats.
And this is a shame that this got to him, and he said this. I'm really upset the fact that nobody stopped him and said, just focus on the Venezuelan gangs, focus on the things that matter, because this, he didn't have the information. Well, I saw it, but what did you see? So many people put out so much bullshit, like the chicken on the grill, right? And they say that that's what it is. I'm going to show you here. This report right here is going to show you all the things that are out there that are false.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country. And it's a shame.
And wait, can we add in that there's...
We know all
I'm pick this cat up. It's deceased. The person that you just saw was 27-year-old Alexis T. Farrell, who is being charged with cruelty to companion animals, a 5th-degree felony.
We knew this, right?
By stomping it on his head before eating it. Now, this happened in Canton, Ohio, which is over 150 miles away from Springfield, Ohio. This is the video that started that whole rumor of Haitians eating cats in Springfield, Ohio. And who's the person that initiated this rumor being spread? Mr. J.D. Vance.
So he's calling it out, right? Because people didn't pay attention to this. And hey, Trump and Vance have to pay more attention to this, because we don't want to give the other side ammunition right now. We got 8 weeks to go in the election. This isn't something we need to do, right? So hopefully they understand this. The word gets back to the campaign, and they won't keep propagating this. So they can shift the narrative. That's what we're talking about. We need to shift the narrative, as everybody here, and we need to shift the narrative onto this guy, this lunatic. The tragedy of mind control, the tragedy of the establishment media narrative. We have to shift this, right? And how it's putting people's lives at risk, right? This whole thing, we all know it's an immigration issue. Even Walls agrees to that.
Clicking that notification bell so that you could be notified for more content like this. Subscribing is the only means we ask to support the channel.
Yeah,
give you all these, said they saw it up close and personal. But the fact of the matter is, when Tyler Oliveira actually interviewed these people, you could tell that a lot of them did not like the Haitian migrants that actually moved there. They feel like, hey, we're becoming the actual minorities. And since the housing market is being raised, they feel like they're being priced out of the area that they live in.
My mom actually seen a post on Facebook. There was Haitians in a white van driving around the neighborhoods collecting cats.
Yeah, there's that too. There's that too.
I heard there were rumors of Haitians eating the neighbor's cats and a Canadian goose. Is that true or completely false?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Peut-être que il doit avoir un problème d'éducation qui fait faire ça même pas après. C'est vraiment difficile pour ça d'arriver.
Okay.
Don't wave at me, you sorry saying. I tell him like it is.
Yeah, that guy's racist as hell, man, saying that, dude. That was embarrassing as fuck. I didn't even play that part. I wouldn't play that part. But anyways, yeah, so this guy did an interview. Okay, this is the part I want you guys to see. This is the big thing, right? We have to correct this. We have to know where I researched this myself. I was going to bring it up myself, but Wallace did the report, so I want to give him the airtime.
Heard rumors about them taking the geese and killing them and eating them. So I
See that
try to
picture?
stay clear
Watch
away,
this.
'cause they-
This picture was actually from 2023 in Columbus, Ohio. Okay. And it came off a Columbus, Ohio subreddit. I went and checked it. I went to the subreddit. It definitely is there. It's definitely from 2 months ago. And this guy, according to wildlife officials, was removing this dead geese from the road. Like he's pulled it off the road. Now, that's what they're saying, but this is not any indication of what's going on in Springfield. So it's a false premise, right? That's what I want to bring to you. You can make up your own mind about it, but we need to move off this narrative as fast as possible.
I've even heard about them eating the eggs up.
It's
when they
bad.
heard about this, people with common sense now, as you saw those Haitians laughing in that video when they heard about this, people with common sense who actually heard Trump say this was how they reacted.
Talk about it because it's so embarrassing. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs.
It was a bad look, guys. I mean, it sucks. It was memeable, and that's so we got to move off of it as fast as possible. Yeah, you're the one who believes the moon landing isn't real.
Eating pets, as they say. It originally started.
Whatever. Harris thinks that our files fly above our head
Posted about
in
this
the
by the name of
cloud.
Erica Lee, and since she
Right?
posted this,
Look at this. She retracted the statement, the original statement that it came from right here. I heard about this days ago too. Like, and she had heard it. She had heard it from somebody, and she made up the story.
retracted her statement and said that she just heard it and she made it up. And on top of that, the residents in the area, they didn't take too kindly to the rumors that were being spread because of the craziness that was going on. She wound up having to take her child out of school because she was getting threats, and she basically feels sorry for spreading this rumor because it was in fact a lie.
But what's not real, James? What's not real? Oh, okay. Hey, you're entitled to your opinion, buddy. You're entitled to your opinion. It's not provable, but you're entitled to it.
Yesterday when he said
Okay, so the
wasn't being
we're focusing on
Bomb threat in Springfield, Ohio, and they had to evacuate the town.
No bomb was found in any location.
right. So people are just dropping bombs. Now this is where I come in. I'm like, hey guys in the chat, do I sound brainwashed or just James? This was do a poll. Okay, so the bomb threats, right? I was thinking like, if the other side wanted to exploit this situation, right, they'd start doing this. And so that this would build sympathy for their side. And then it would also let them continue the narrative where they can actually say, dude, there's no proof that any of this stuff happened. And that's the sad fact about it. And like I said, I did do my research, Ben, and I went to the subreddit. In fact, I took a screenshot of it. I can show you the links if you want. You want me to bring the screenshot up? Do I have to do that? Do I gotta do it? I gotta do it. Dude, it's there, man. I feel like I'm this kickoff show is dragging right now. Past its time, right? Let me just show you. God dang it. All right. Did I save this? Let me say save. Save as. See, if James likes confirmation bias, and like if you don't confirm his bias, then you're the problem. But it's like that's not the case, dude. It's really not the case. And I get it. I mean, you think that Alex Jones is a dead comedian or something, right? I saw your videos about it, but let's see. I thought I did this Haiti, but I like you anyways, man. I like you anyways, man. We're all good. But honestly, dude, there we go. This is it. I'll do Haiti geese. All right. Haiti geese. Give me 1 second. Oh, here it is. I'll just do it the easy way. All right. Here it is. This is for my buddy James. All right, here we go. Check this out. Fall for anything, huh? You sure you don't fall for anything? I mean, come on, dude. Let me share this out. Here we go. Let me share it out for you. There it is. Boom. 2 months ago. Things you see while driving through Columbus. Look, it's the same fucking picture. Look, you know, when you start using like really low, like kind of like really low intelligent, like, you know, comebacks like that, fallacies like that, dude, it doesn't do any good. I'm projecting because I'm not agreeing with you. Oh yeah, stop trying to convince people that I disagree with you. I mean, guys, you know, that's not it, man. That's not it. Conviction people understanding this is the right one. What does that mean? Stop trying to convince people your understanding is the right one. I'm making a case for what I'm talking about, right? Okay, so here's the fallacy. You believe that a man removing a goose from a road has to be driving a car. You see how that works? You see how that works? See how easy it is for me to bust up your logic? Because it's a fallacy, dude. It's a fallacy. And I know it's going to make you mad for a second, but just chill. It's all good. It's chill. All right, let's get Walls back up here and wrap this up, get to our documentary and movie tonight. I'm going to keep you guys a little bit later, man. I hope you guys understand. There you go. What does that have to do with anything, dude? What does that have to do with anything? All right, here we go. Doesn't have anything to do with what I'm talking about. I'm talking about there's no evidence that any of this stuff's happening, and we can't ride this narrative, or we're going to look like fucking retards.
The mayor, why he interpreted the threat as targeted toward Haitians.
And I want to win this election. I want to free my country. So I'm not into the let's all sound like idiots and lose the election at the last second.
Like I said, it was pretty much, it was just the beginning of the conclusion of that they're going to threaten to harm people.
You should go worry about getting Trudeau out of office.
And they don't take the opportunity to build up the community instead.
You should get your YouTube channel going and try to get Trudeau out of office.
What they're going to do to the community, it can really hurt a community like it's hurting ours. We've been punched in a way we should not have been punched.
See, when you speak without actually fact checking and you're just spreading misinformation, that can be very dangerous. And to the point that there's bomb threats and people have to evacuate the city, that now means that can lead to violence.
He was amplified.
Yeah. All right. Look, I talked to Walls flat out, and I'm going to leave it there because we got to move on. But I talked to Walls flat out, and we're going to do a little thing on Haiti coming up, just to kind of give people some background on what's going on there. I want to revisit the Clinton thing. I got more like clips from the back in the day of Trump talking and speaking out about what's going on in Haiti and what a crime it is, about what happened with that money. I got some more of that, but we also watched a little bit of a documentary on Haiti the other night. And just it's really just a bad place right now. It's in a bad state. I don't know if there's any fixing it. But, you know, one thing is it's an immigration issue. And Walls says this at the end. I should give him a chance to say it. Here. Here we go. Look, let me go ahead and give him a chance to say this because I don't want to cut that off.
But the bottom line is
trying to give you a thoughtful answer.
Now, as far as pointing out that there is an immigration problem, yes, there is an immigration problem. And as long as these people are coming into the country and they're actually seeking citizenship, I have no problem with that. But if they're just trying to find an opportunity and not become citizens and just basically reap all the benefits without becoming a citizen, which means that now you're paying taxes and all of these other things to help boost the economy, that I have a problem with. But as long as you're doing the right things, then I can understand that. And do I believe that Ohio Springfield, Ohio, possibly being overpopulated, and that means there's more accidents and all of these things going on? Yes, that I can agree with.
Haitians are running into trash cans. They're running into buildings.
He understands the problem. He's just like, don't jump the shark. That's all he's saying.
And walking off with them and eating them like.
And just for context, you are surrounded, this entire community, mostly Haitians now?
Yeah, I believe we're looking at probably about 50% is what I'm saying. But I'm worried. My town
ad hominem attack, James. Really?
It's into a race issue. It's not a race issue. It's culture. It's accountability, and it's respect. And that's the things that I'm not seeing. And the women in this country fought long and hard for the rights that they have been afforded. And these men in this culture treat their women very badly, and I watch it firsthand. Come on, give me a break.
Again, car accidents and stuff going in, that I can agree with it. I also understand this woman's concern about the hierarchy that goes on in Haiti. See, the man is the head of the house and the woman is the helpmate. That's the way that things are. And Haitian men, they do speak aggressive, but as far as violence on women and stuff like that, that does not go on. Haitian men respect their women, but they do speak with aggression. And at the same time, the women speak with aggression too. So it's just
Abuse happens again
in the
through
culture,
every
how
culture.
things work. So she probably interpreted it as disrespect. Eating cats and dogs, that is a complete lie. The only time cats and dogs may be involved with anything is if it's a voodoo ritual. Other than that, Haitians don't really like cats and dogs because they believe that it's a bad omen. They believe cats and dogs
Bye,
bring a
James.
bad omen, so they don't like cats. They don't like.
I was going to
dogs.
show you his
Now,
channel.
ducks,
He's got
geese, and
like
stuff
double,
that. That's a different
triple
story.
subscribers.
But
I
at the
have.
same time, they have
Night,
abundant
Sheriff.
meat where they can go to the store because they are hardworking people. Haitians will work. They'll bust their butt to do what they have to do and eventually, you know, buy a house, all of these other things. They have no problem grinding to achieve those things. Just listen to what this
dude, and Walls is a good example of that, dude. He works his ass off. You know, the only reason he wasn't on Repairing History together with me is because he has a job. He has to get up at 6 a.m. every day and work, and he puts that first. You know,
business owner had to say about it.
Damien McGregor is the CEO of McGregor Metal, which makes welded parts for the auto and farm industries. Right now, about 10% of his workforce is Haitian, over 30 employees.
I wish I had 30 more. Our Haitian associates come to work every day. They don't have a drug. These statements are complete.
That being said, ladies and gentlemen, let us hear your thoughts in the comments.
Matters of opinion, y'all. Matters of opinion. 21,000 subs. 21,000 subs. So yeah, people listen to him. He's a good dude.
I like
He's a good
Walls.
dude. Look, James, look, man, just because people disagree
like
with
him,
you,
but-
dude, you can't shut down, man. You need one thing I've known about you since I've known you is you got to open that mind up a little bit and give other ideas a shot. You've been in this conspiracy grift for so long, right? You're just in the abyss, and I want to pull you out of it. You think I'm the one there, right? But honestly, dude, I've been actually doing this longer than you have. I've been doing this for 2 decades, man. And I've been to the bottom of it. I understand these kind of things, and I've deprogrammed and pulled a lot of people out of it. And you could be deprogrammed and pulled out of it, but you have to let go of these false belief systems that you have, or at least give yourself a chance to revet your ideas, right? That's the way you really got to approach it. I can take it all the way to the end and say, like, you know, you got false belief systems, but honestly, you have to come to that conclusion. And I'm sure you're tired of being upset. I'm sure you're tired of being anxious. I'm sure you're tired of grinding over not being able to ever figure this shit out. You've just given up on so many things, right? You give up on all of it. You blame the YouTubers, you blame this person, you blame that person, man. But that's just the anxiety of not being able to resolve these things that you think that you've learned about, right? Don't think about me and forget all your lessons. No, I'm all good, but you know, you've kind of been like, you know, I kind of think that you can, you know, might learn something from this and actually go to a better place with it. Like you might actually want to start doing content again, right? In fact, I could actually show you something that would actually, you know, maybe put you on the right path with that. But if you're going to come back in this conspiracy grift, man, I mean, you'll make a lot of money. You'll probably get a lot of attention, you know? All right. You don't have to have anything like that to help me, son. I'm actually older than you, but that's okay. You can try to call me son if you want to. But yeah, go ahead.
Makes them feel
If you
young.
I'm definitely like, I got probably younger spirit, man. I don't know. I'm not trying to save you, dude. I'm just saying, dude, you know, you have that living in the abyss, you know, you're kind of like, you know, you got that anxiety, that living in the abyss, kind of like unresolved feeling. I can tell. And like all you have to do is get on the other side of that grift wall and you'll be all right. I disagree. I can help you. Help me what? Go back into the second veil? No, that's all right. I'm fine out here on the other side of it. Because it's like the first veil. You think about people in the establishment narrative, they can't see outside of it. And that's the problem with the second veil. Like when you're down in the abyss, you can't see the other side of it. You don't realize that that you're on the other side. Well, I mean, I have content. I've put out evidence. You haven't. All right. I've invited you to look at it. And if you don't, that's denial. And you're simply shutting down because there's information that you are scared to look at because it might challenge your belief system. And that's the truth. You know, I say, I'm not. Okay. Well, then we're the same age. We're right around the same age. I mean, are you 60? How old are you? You 70? I mean, are you Gen X? Are we both Gen X? What does that mean, right? We're both in the same range, right, dude? We're if not close, we're pretty close. I'm glad. I want you to be older than me. I want to be younger. You can be old. Be old. I don't want to get old. But dude, no, man. You think about it. If you think you're open-minded and all about truth, then why are you scared to look at things that might challenge your belief systems, right? Like why would you not like go for the deprogramming? Yeah, you're not at the final velvet. You're not even close. You're not even close. You're not even close. You're down in the conspiracy grift, man. You're down in the conspiracy grift. The chemtrails real? Is Harb going to take over the world? about CERN? I mean, these are all things I've deprogrammed, and I've showed the evidence on how to do it. I've literally explained how mind control works. I've literally explained how the conspiracy grifts work. I've spent more time doing this, you know, than all the way down the road. I've been spent more time doing this hourly. Like your videos were very short. You never got to any explanations in your videos, and you spent most of your time going after Montegraph, right? And I understand that, but that was most of what your shit was. I've watched all that. I know most of your shit is about Montegraph. It's not about truth. It's not about anything that has to do with truth. It doesn't resolve anything. Where are your solutions? What are your solutions? Quit YouTube and not talk to anybody? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. You won't bother to do that, right? I know they're going to challenge your belief system. It's going to be uncomfortable. All right, I got to move on. James, love you, buddy. Love you, buddy. Be well. Be well. All right, guys, we got to get out of here. I've really gone long on the kickoff show tonight.
Sure have.
I'm gonna have to redo the title on this for this one. Let's head on over to Rumble next so we can get this dang thing started. All right, guys, I'll see you there. And until next time, hold on, what did you say? Letting my head start here. Don't worry, we're going. Yeah.
Love you guys.
Okay, yeah. 5,000 videos. Good job, dude. Good job. All right. See you guys next time on YouTube later. We're going to Rumble X. I'll see you there.
Man, everyone's tensed up for a Rumble.